Welcome to Sharkie's Gaming Replicas and Collectibles. I'm Sharkie, and in today's video we'll be taking a look at the Assassin's Creed 2 Black Edition for PlayStation 3. So first off, let's have a look at this packaging. So the packaging is pretty much just plain black, and it's got these cool kind of background images there as well, which look quite nice. And of course the Assassin's Creed 2 logo in the center. Now the front of the box here is actually a flap which opens up to reveal the statue inside. So you get to see Ezio there, and of course this is a black edition version of the Ezio statue. And then you also have a nice image on the flap itself, which looks quite nice. Closing the flap, on the top of the box you've just got the Assassin's Creed 2 logo, and this is the same with the side, so just Assassin's Creed 2, and same with the other side. Now the back does have a nice image there of Ezio, and it says "Live by the Creed." So once you pull out everything from the box, this is what you get. You of course get the main attraction, the Ezio Black Edition statue, which is pretty awesome. This is a 20 centimeters tall figurine. It looks really nice, but we'll get more into that in just a second. The other things that you of course get the Assassin's Creed 2 bonus DVD. This DVD has trailers, soundtracks, and wallpapers on it, so it's just a little extra bonus. And of course you get the game, Assassin's Creed 2 for PlayStation 3. That's the front of the cover there, the back of the cover, and inside of course is the disc and the manual. And you also get this cool art book. And the book itself looks quite nice. It's got this really nice kind of textured cover. It's got the kind of logo of Assassin's Creed, and it says Assassin's Creed 2. It's a very nice feeling texture. Same on the back there as well. And of course inside is some cool artwork. Assassin's Creed 2 Conspiracy Book. So it goes to show some images there from the game. Locations. A historical landscape, it says there. Some very nice artwork in this book. More locations there. Genesis, Ezio, Friends, Leonardo da Vinci, Weapons. Of course, also showing that hidden blade there. Enemies. Weapons. Some cool swords and axes there. Soldiers. Trust. Evolution. Some cool landscapes there as well. And credits. And there's a nice image there of Ezio in the middle of an assassination. Looks really cool. And that's the end of the book. So now let's have a look at this Ezio statue. Now this Black Edition statue is pretty awesome. It's got a lot of great detail in it. From the cool looking black robes, to the silver armor, to the awesome gauntlets with his hidden blade. He's got some nice daggers on his belt there. Awesome looking sword holstered at his side. It looks really cool. And it really looks iconically Assassin's Creed. They've really done a good job with this thing. So let's have a closer look at these details. So first off, you can see Ezio's face just there. I personally think the face is a bit generic, but it still looks okay. And mostly when the statue's sitting there, it'll be looking down, so you won't really see the face. So it doesn't really take away from the statue too much. Because there's so much detail in here. From the awesome looking kind of black hood with the iconic sort of Assassin's Creed peak on it there. To the awesome armor here on his shoulder. He's got some daggers on the other shoulder here. Texture on his cloak is quite nice as well. It looks like a piece of cloth. He's got some pouches on his belt. Some details in his robe here. And the kind of white here really stands out in the black kind of robes. Of course, he's got an awesome gauntlet on his arm. And it looks like armor on his glove there. Turning over, you can sort of see the hidden blade there, ready to attack. Some cool looking detail on the buckles here and straps, as well as his shirt there. Same with the armor on his chest here. Look at those nice details inside that armor. He's got some cool looking collars next to his hood there. Some more buckles and straps. This awesome looking leather looking shoulder armor here. Cool looking belt with, of course, Assassin's Creed logo in the front there. Some daggers there as well. Piece of cloth coming down here from his belt. Some more details on his robes in the front here. And of course you go to this awesome looking sword. So it's got this really fancy looking handle going into the blade. And it's holstered at his side. Looks really nice. And on this side you can see his other hidden blade here. It's got another gauntlet there as well in the sleeve of his shirt, which is also quite nicely detailed. And it goes down to his pants here, which also have some nice detail on them. They got some nice like wrinkles and folds of the fabric. To his really posh looking boots. His shoes there. And of course the ground he's walking on, which kind of looks like a brick road or maybe like a pathway of some sort. It's got some nice details there, the porous and the cracks. Looks really nice. The bottom of the stand just says Assassin's Creed 2, and of course it's just plain, and the stand is just a simple plastic stand. But yeah, the statue really looks awesome. It's got a lot of great detail on it. It looks like Ezio as well, like it really looks iconically Assassin's Creed. And I think the detail they've added from the sword to the armor, it really stands out, especially with that black colored robes. The black, the silver, and a bit of white and a hint of red. It really comes together really nicely. This is a really cool looking statue. Now, if you wanted to know what the differences between the Black Edition and the White Edition of Assassin's Creed 2 are, well, they're quite simple. The White Edition is the basic edition, which comes with the statue and the game, while the Black Edition comes with a statue as well, the game, as well as an art book and a bonus DVD. But now these statues, even though they are similar, they are quite different. So of course there is a color difference between the two statues. The White Edition statue has a white hood with grey robes with a white shirt in between, while the Black Edition has a black hood, black robes with of course the white shirt in between. But the color is not the only difference. The black version has a lot more detail in it. So if you just look at the comparison here, you can see the black version here has the armor on the chest and the shoulder, which looks really cool. The silver really pops against the black, where the White Edition doesn't have that. It has more just a shirt that Ezio is wearing. And of course the brown kind of leather armor here with the cloak compared to the black leather with the cloak. The gauntlet is missing on the white version, so you don't really have a gauntlet here. You do still have the hidden blade, but it looks like it's coming from under his sleeve. Where on the Black Edition, it comes from a gauntlet here with nice buckles and straps. And of course the daggers on his belt, where there's no daggers on this one. The sword as well. And of course on the side here, which you can't really see, is the holster as well. So if you flip this on its side, you can sort of see there this doesn't have a holster at all, where this one has a holster for that really nice and posh sword. And from this angle you can also tell the difference with his boots. The Black Edition has a lot more detail to it, where the White Edition just has some really nice buckles. Turning it onto its back here, you can also see a difference from the back end. So again, it's very similar. The robes are different colors, but on this version there's just so much more going on. You've got like daggers, you've got some cool armor, some buckles and straps there as well. You've still got the cool kind of belt coming down like the cloth there, and it still looks pretty awesome, but the Black Edition just has more detail to it. And there's the other side there as well, which also shows you that black of the gauntlet there as well, and this one doesn't have it. But overall, I mean, both of these statues are pretty awesome. They look really cool. They both look like Ezio. They both iconically Assassin's Creed, and they both look great to display. But of course, if you had to choose between a white edition and the black edition is definitely the better looking statue, just because it has so much more details. And I feel the coloration of it with the black and the silver, it really just pops, and the kind of red accent of the belt, it looks really posh. So the black edition statue definitely looks posher than the white. So that was the black edition of Assassin's Creed 2. This is a pretty cool collector's edition. And of course the main reason you want to get this is that amazing statue of Ezio. It looks really cool, the detail is amazing, and the coloration looks really nice. The colors just go really well together and it really just pops. It looks amazing sitting on a shelf somewhere. So if you're a fan of Ezio or Assassin's Creed, then this should definitely be in your collection. But of course, if you're looking at this thinking like, should I go for this or the white edition, then the black edition is definitely the better edition to go for. You of course get extra contents in the package, as well as that amazing statue, which is a much more detailed statue than the white edition. But of course, if you really are a fan of Ezio and Assassin's Creed, you might want to look at getting both the black and the white editions, because they both really cool collector's items. Anyway guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, then please hit that like button, as it helps out a lot. Feel free to subscribe, as I'll have heaps more replicas and collectibles up very shortly. While you're at it, hit that notification button and share this video with your friends. Thanks again for watching guys. I'll see you in the next one.